Story time, story time. It's story time, story time. It's story time, story time. Or Q and A, Q and A, Q and A, Q and A. Q and A, Q and you know what? I am so feeling Justin Bieber's new album. Oh my goodness. It's awesome. It's awesome. Got a little Michael Jackson vibe to it. Has a little Michael Jackson vibe to it. I'll see if any people are going to come in before I tell the story from beginning to end. Uh-oh, was that a rhyme? Was that a rap? Because I can tell the story on another day. I can upload it or some type of way. No, that was crazy. That was crazy. Story time. Story time. Can you all see me from down there? I can't see from down there. Let's see. Story time. Story time. Story time. Story time. Hello, guys. Can you say with Levi, please? Huh? Can you say with Levi, please? What? Oh, somebody. If I knew how to block you for asking me such a crazy ass question, because you know I'm new to this, I would. Don't come in here asking nothing stupid or nothing nasty. What is your problem? Oh my gosh. What kind of mess is that? What somebody say? What the hell is that? What do you mean? What the hell is that? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What the hell is that? What are you talking about? Because y'all coming in here weird. So what are you talking about? What the hell is that? What the hell is what? What the hell is what? If you that bold, what the hell is what? Oh my gosh. What kind of crap is that? Hi, Oscar. Hi. Well, I'm going to start my story. How could I block a person? Because these people coming in here with some crazy, they on some BS, asking stupid stuff. I know. Are you talking to me? Stop the hate. Y'all don't even know me. What the world? Ridiculous. Well, I mean, they coming in here asking nasty questions. Oh my gosh. Spoiled the whole daggone moment. Are you? Are you? Are you Section 8? I'm not. Never been. But what if I was? But what if I was? What if I was? Is your mother Section 8? Mine's not. Never was. What about your father? Pissing me off with these dumbass, stupid ass questions. Well, how can I block? Somebody tell me in the comments, how can I block stupid people? How can I block someone that just pissed me off before I started? Remove. Okay. I can see. All right, look here. My story is a true story. No lie. Y'all, I was kidnapped. I was kidnapped, standing, waiting for a slushie. No lie. I'm going to tell you the little story. All right, here it goes. So, I was young. I was young, like really young, like 4, 5, no older than 5. I was kidnapped by a crazy woman. Kidnapped. Okay, I was waiting for a slushie. Or frozen cup is what we called it at the time. And I had already had mine in my hand. But the little boy that was with me at the frozen cup stand that was also at the babysitter, he did not have his frozen cup. And the reason that made me thought of this story, because I was triggered about that Jamal White story, the little boy that was taken from Milwaukee. And I was sitting up here saying, you know what? Oh my, I kept having these panic attacks. And I realized that kind of triggered me. All jokes aside, I even did a video on it. Go check it out. So I'm standing there waiting. His name was Tony, to get his frozen cup, slushie. While I'm waiting, and it's hot summer like it is now, this crazy lady, she was dressed like it was wintertime. Dressed like it was winter time. I'm talking tweed coat, boots, everything. Y'all, she had me in her, I would say, in her custody the entire day. She was squeezing my, she started off like being really nice and saying things, you know, like, oh, you're so beautiful. I want to take you home and meet your sister. And I kept saying, what is she talking about? Now, y'all got to remember, I'm only like 4 or 5 years old, right? And I'm like, I don't have any sisters. I'm the only child. And you know, but before I keep going, to this day, since she said that, I always wondered if she had a little boy and a little girl at her house, because she kept saying she wanted to take me home to meet my new sister and my brother. Now, I'm going to tell you how people are that don't do anything. Everyone where I lived in my neighborhood knew my family very well. my grandfather owned a barbershop, and I had an aunt that owned a cleaners. And then my babysitter's family was very, very, very well known. And we lived right across the street from each other. So everyone knew both of our families, and we called each other cousins. So our families were like this, and we are still like this till this day. One lady even says, "That's not your daughter. That's Little Bit's daughter." I'm like, hello? Hello? Can you please call the police? You know I'm not this crazy lady daughter. Y'all, I was so scared. I was horrified. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was horrified. My father was in the army at the time, and my mother was at work. Okay, so we're walking, and we're just walking. And like I said, 1 minute she would be real nice, and 1 minute she would be evil. She told me she was going to take me home and cut me up. Ah! Y'all, I remember this. I don't forget anything about her at all. I swear, and this triggered me. This heat and that little boy being kidnapped, it triggered me. I am not lying. Oh my gosh. She said she was going to put me in a fan and cut me up into little pieces. Then she went back into the nice mode. She was like, you can take your time and eat your frozen cup. Then a few minutes after that, y'all, she took the frozen cup out my hand. She was squeezing my hand real tight, and she threw it away. Oh my goodness, I was having a serious breakdown. Do you understand me? So now I know what triggering really, really means. And I'm going to tell you what else that triggers me. And I'm just like coming to the realization of that. And I'm sorry that I just thought of this when I came upstairs. I could have told you when I was downstairs, but I had to get it out. I had to get it out. Okay, so we're walking, and we're walking on all the blocks that everybody knows us. And people were saying hi to me, and hi, little Tracy, hi, little Tracy. And I'm like, oh, can y'all look? They had to know. They know my mother. They know my father. They know everything. So me not knowing, Tony ran into the house and told his grandmother, because his grandmother was my babysitter, and told his grandmother that somebody had taken me. Well, the police started looking for me, and we didn't have Amber Alert then. So the police started looking for me, and they were looking for me all day. Looking for me all day. People that knew me did not say a word. Did not say a word. She took me, it had to be about maybe 11, 12 o'clock during the day. I don't know what time it was at night when they found us walking, but it was dark. And you know it gets dark late in the summertime. So it had to be, I don't know, 10 o'clock, something like that. That's when they found me. Horrible. It was a nightmare. And my aunt, I can remember her jumping in the car on top of this crazy woman. And the police had to pull her off. And I can remember her face saying to me, with handcuffs on her, behind her back, she said to me, "I am still going to get you." Y'all, can you imagine being 4 or 5 and this happening to you? I was horrified. And the kidnapping of children, I'm finding out that it triggers me being kidnapped. And what else triggers me even though my children are grown, both of my girls are grown. If I don't know where they are, if I can't get in touch with them, if they are not where they're supposed to be at a certain time, I have panic. And when they were little, and you know how little kids, like when you go shopping and little kids might run under the clothing, the little rounders that the clothing is on, and they're playing, I would become so nervous. I would let the whole store out. My God, where's my child? Where's my child? Where? My mother used to be, if you don't calm down, if you don't calm, but she did not know that that was triggering me. I didn't know either. I did not know either that them running around and me not being able to find them triggered the whole thing of me being kidnapped. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. And we would argue all the time being out. Being out if I could not find my daughter. And I would like, she would be like, I'm just hiding or I'm just playing underneath the clothes. And don't do that. I mean, I would go off. Go off. Y'all don't understand. If you have not been through like really severe trauma, I don't think people really understand what it is or what it feels like to go through really something that horrified you. And when I saw the little boy yesterday and I heard him saying, Daddy, 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 I was screaming to my lungs, Mommy, Mommy, Grandma, Mama Stokes, Mama Stokes. I mean, I was screaming and nobody was coming for me. I would not, as a little girl, I would not ride my bike anywhere. I would not do anything that I was alone. And of course, a lot of times, what? I had to be alone because I am the only child. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was so scared. I had to let that out. I had to let that out because I felt like it was making me nervous. And the only way to not feel nervous or not have some type of panic attack or something is to do something. So I mopped the floor, I washed clothes, and I still felt a little nervous and said, you know what? I'm going to go live and talk because talking helps. Just to get it out. Just to get that out. Did somebody say, I don't know what he said, but we'll be blocked too. Said something stupid. Blocked. Yeah, that is crazy. Totally crazy. And you know, when people would be like, warning trigger, or if you had this, you know, I would be like, trigger, well, what would that, I don't know, I just felt like that wasn't me. But it's totally me. It's totally me. And I'm like, wow, this is totally me. Guys, hit the like. Hit the like. Please hit the like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. Hit the notification bell so that you can know when I have uploaded. All that. Do all that because My goal is 100 subscribers by the end of this month, the end of July, because I want to start doing fitness workouts and fitness workouts. That doesn't go together. I want to do fitness and health and things like that, but I don't want to do it by myself. I would like to have a little community that does it with me. Maybe like Wednesday workouts or something like that to keep in shape, and facial stuff, skincare, things like that, healthcare, just to have a little community to share it with and to do it with. Um, that didn't sound right. To do all my little, um, I guess like health things and fitness things, and share my little stories with, like this. And now I feel better that I was able to talk to someone, that I was able to talk to y'all and let that out. Oh, the kicker is about the lady. She lived across the street from me. Yes, she lived, well, not like, she lived like diagonally across the street from me. So it's like, I always felt like, I always feel like they looking, they watching. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. Yes, this crazy lady and her crazy husband lived, well, I'm not going to say her husband was crazy, but she was crazy as far as for her to do that to me. They lived across the street from me. Oh my goodness. And it was horrible. When she said that she was going to cut me up. No, she didn't just say she was going to cut me up into little pieces. She said she was going to put me inside of a fan and cut me up into little pieces. She said she could not wait to get me home for me to meet my sister. And something had happened. I don't know what happened. I think it was, this lady was sitting, y'all, there are certain things that I can specifically remember. It was a big yellow house on the right-hand side. And the lady was sitting like up, like her porch or balcony or was like sitting up. And she said, "Hi, little Tracy." And she said, "Who are you walking with?" And I said, "I don't know. I don't know. This is not my mother." She said, "No, that's not Little Bit." And again, I'm like, "Hello, help, help." So when I said, "No, you're right, help me," this crazy woman, she squeezed my hand. I swear, I thought all my fingers were broken. She said, "If you do that again, you will not meet your brother. You will not meet your brother, and your brother is sick." And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is insane. Can you imagine this at 4 years old? Oh my gosh, it was terrible. It was terrible, y'all. But I just had to get it out, and I had to share it, because I think that that little boy yesterday, and it was like my story, well, not quite my story, but him being found. And y'all need to go check out that video, because I knew something was up with that little boy being found that fast. I knew something was up with the family, or something was not right when that little boy was found. I said, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something right. Go check it out. And I think I titled it, I felt it in my gut. Something is not something, y'all. It was a hot mess. I'm telling y'all, it was a hot mess. It was a hot mess with that little boy because he's mixed up in stuff that they should not be doing. Me, I wasn't mixed up in nothing. Well, maybe I shouldn't have been outside on my own getting the frozen cup. But anywho, she took me. And that traumatized me. And it still may trigger me, whether I want to believe it or not, every now and then. It still triggers me because there are a lot of things that I don't remember, but there are a lot of key points that I do remember. And the things that I do remember are horrible because that whole experience was horrible. It was absolutely horrible, terrible. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I would not wish anyone being triggered or in some type of panic to my worst enemy because it's a horrible feeling. Horrible. Well, if you don't have questions for me, I will end the live right now. But I thank you all for listening so much because it helped me. It helped me so much to be able to talk about it because I would used to have to hold it in. So this helped me so much to talk about it. And I appreciate you all. I really do. Honestly, I do. So don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And if someone is with you, last thing, if someone is with you and they feel, like they say something to you like, oh my goodness, this may have scared me, or I feel bothered by this. Sometimes believe them, not sometimes, believe them or ask them why. I don't know if they will tell you why, but don't just ignore it. Don't just ignore how a person feels because of something, because they're feeling that way because of a reason. We don't know that reason unless we ask. And as friends, let's ask and not judge. Let's not judge anyone. Let's ask what is wrong. And if there is something that you think may be seriously wrong, then maybe you can ask them, see if they want to get some help or something like that. Don't just ignore it and be like, oh, girl, please. That was a long time ago. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long ago it was. It's still here. It's still here. That's why they call it traumatic. It's still here. It does not leave. Do you think about it every day? No, you don't. I hope not. But if you see something or every now and then I remember that time, it's sort of like that. And then, sometimes you just want to talk about it to someone and just get it all out in the open. And I promise you, you will feel 100 times better. 100% better. So I thank you all for listening to my story that I had to let out. I thank you all. And I may go live again because I think I got another story to tell. But like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this, so that's why I'm up here like that. But go check out my other videos. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, do all that for me. Please. Today. Right now. Please. Thank you. Until the next video. Peace out.